Sun worshipping didn't originate with the International Bikini Set. It was very large with the Incas of Peru 500 years ago. Witness Inti, the sun god. The Incas were carving in gold when our ancestors were killing each other with tomahawks. They sculpted various friends and relatives in stone. Well, here's a typical freewheeling young Inca man about town. Strangely enough, in spite of their advanced culture, they weren't much on painting. Hello. Odd man out. This is Zacade, isn't it?
Si, senor, the balançoire. But it is not for sale. I repaired the frame for a client. Yes, I'm so sorry. Buenos dias, senoras. What can I do for you?
Do as we say, and you won't be hurt. We're not robbers, and we're not killers.
Girl guides, perhaps? Am I spoiling the party?
It doesn't matter. This will only take 5 minutes. But if you interfere, I shall be forced, much against my will, to shoot the famous Simon Templar. Quiet back.
Look, when Mr. Coleman comes in, you keep him talking. And you won't get hurt.
I wouldn't belong.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gonzalez, I believe my painting is ready, huh?
Si, senor.
An excellent job.
I am glad you are pleased.
What is wrong?
Don't move. You've an appointment, Mr. Coleman. That should have been kept 20 years ago.
All right, Templar. It's been okay so far. Just don't spoil it.
Police! Guardia! Guardia! Pronto! Pronto!
You have no idea who these men are,
No.
or why they attacked you.
No.
Could they have been after this?
If so, they are very foolish.
Oh, why?
It is only a reproduction.
Really? It's an exceptionally good one.
I paid $200 in Buenos Aires 5 years ago for it.
You had a steal.
Well, no matter what their motive, I promise you, Senor Coleman, there will be a thorough investigation.
Sir, is that really necessary, Captain?
Necessary?
After all, nothing was stolen and nobody was hurt.
Senor, you're not serious.
You see, at the moment, I'm involved in a very difficult business deal. It's of great importance to the country as a whole. And any publicity now would be... Well, I'd rather avoid it.
But, Senor, a gun was fired. These men, they're criminals.
As a special favor to me, Captain. I won't forget your cooperation.
Of course, if you...
Thank you, Captain. And thank you, too, Mr. Templar. I am deeply grateful to you for your help.
I trust you won't forget my cooperation either.
Oh, indeed not. I live in Chosica. Anytime you're free, my wife and I would be only too honored to entertain you. Goodbye, Mr. Templar.
Mr. Coleman.
Thank you again, Captain. And goodbye.
Goodbye, Senor.
So that's that.
Yes.
Just because he told you to lay off.
That's right.
Why?
Self-preservation.
Is he that influential?
Henry Coleman owns the biggest gold mine in South America. He has powerful friends in high places.
I get the idea.
He's rich, he's influential, whereas
You're just a policeman.
You may go now, Senor Templar.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, how far am I from the closest library?
Just 4 blocks from the main branch.
Oh, don't be depressed, Captain. Your only handicap is simple integrity.
Why, the frame's as good as new.
Yes, Gonzalez did an excellent job.
Can I get you a drink?
Please. Who phoned him?
Pardon?
I asked you to ring Gonzalez and say I would call for a picture at 3 o'clock. Did you?
As a matter of fact, I didn't.
Why not?
Oh, I was busy. I asked Salter to call.
5 servants in the house. You're too busy to make a 30-second telephone call.
But what difference does it make who telephoned? Surely the picture was ready.
Yes. Yes, the picture was ready.
Well, after all, Salter's your secretary. I didn't see any harm in asking him to... What's wrong, Henry?
I don't know. But I intend to find out.
Gosh.
Our friends made a contact today.
Where?
In the city.
Want me to come up to the house?
Right away. And bring Salter with you. He's probably in his office.
Salter here.
We botched it. Yeah. Coleman got away. Look, I think you'd better get out. Fast. Right.
Do you think Salter's in danger?
I've no idea. We should have shot Coleman on the spot. Been done with it.
Don't take it so hard, huh?
But how do you expect me to take it? I could tear him to pieces with my bare hands.
Coleman wants to see you.
I was just going across to number 3 shaft office.
That'll have to wait.
Yes. Yes, all right.
Ah, come in, boys. Close the door, Cash, will you? Sit down, Sultan. You know, I had a very interesting adventure today.
Really, sir?
Yes, in Gonzales' art store. 2 men tried to kidnap me.
Kidnap you, but why would anybody want to do that?
I've no idea. Tell me, Zolder, did you phone Gonzales this morning?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Coleman asked me to.
And what you say?
Simply that you'd be in for the picture at 3 o'clock.
Is that all?
Yes, sir.
Who else did you phone?
Pardon?
Are you hard of hearing?
No, sir, but I don't understand.
We can forget Gonzales. He's been running that shop for 20 years. But these men were tipped off. They knew I'd be there. They knew what time I'd be there. How? I knew I'd be there at 3 o'clock. My wife knew. And you knew. You do see my point, huh?
No, sir.
Oh, very unfortunate. Who do you think you are? You can't do that to me. Take down, will you? Being informer takes a great amount of skill. Very few people are suitably equipped.
Former? I don't know what you're talking about.
Cash does. Don't you, Cash?
Perfectly.
Then explain to him! Let go of me! Take him to the old number 1 shaft. I want to know the names, addresses, where these men came from, how they traced me, everything.
You will get it.
Remember, Cash, time is of the essence.
Who are these men? Why would they want to attack Mr. Connor?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Here, take a look at this. You know what it is?
No, senor.
Ever seen it before? Perhaps on the back of Coleman's painting?
No, senor.
Or under the frame?
When I repaired the frame, I did not remove it.
This is the seal of the Krakow Museum. It was marked on the back or the frame of every painting the museum acquired.
What are you getting at, senor?
Whether the painting's a genuine article or not.
I cannot say, senor. Mr. Coleman, he took the painting back to Corsica.
Perhaps I'd better ask him.
I want their names, their addresses, everything.
I know nothing.
Wer muss ich dir zeigen?
Henry,
Yeah?
about Salt.
What about him?
Well, I know you're angry with him about something, but...
Yes, I am indeed.
But what did he do?
Why do you ask?
Well, is there any harm in asking? I wish you'd share things with me. Not just the good things, but your problems, your troubles.
Very sweet. But I have no troubles. I don't share my problems. I solve them. Ah, Mr. Templar, what a nice surprise. Do come in, will you, please?
Thank you, Mr. Coleman. I hope I'm not intruding.
No, not at all. Glad to see you. Of course, you'll stay at dinner, huh?
Well, thank you. I'd like that.
Ah, darling. Mr. Simon Templar. My wife.
Mrs. Coleman.
Mr. Templar.
A drink, huh?
Thank you. Whiskey and soda. No ill effects from our little adventure this afternoon?
No, no. None whatever.
What exactly happened?
Oh, two thugs tried to rob poor old Gonzalez's shop. Mr. Temple and I intervened. It was nothing.
But I want to know about it.
Dear, don't bother yourself about it. Mr. Templar is staying to dinner. Now go and tell the cook, huh?
Of course. Excuse me.
Thank you.
She is, very high-strung. I did not want to upset her. Huh?
I understand.
We've only been married for a year.
Really? Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And, your good health.
Leave him. We'll go and eat.
Thank you. You've collected some very beautiful pictures.
Well, what is the good of money if you don't spend it?
Were you ever in Poland?
Poland? Why'd you ask?
I just wondered.
Oh, no, I came down here over 20 years ago with a pickaxe and a prospector's craze for gold. Worked like a dog ever since. Still do. I don't know why. Certainly not for the money. It must be something in my blood.
Los, enough! You two go that way. You two around there. Look for him. Okay, go on. very sorry, Mr. Coleman, but
What is it? What is the matter?
there's been a cave-in at the mine, number 3 shaft.
Anyone hurt?
No, but there's flooding.
I'll be right with you. Wait outside.
Yes.
Sorry, Mr. Templar, to have to cut your visit short.
That's all right.
This is an emergency.
I quite understand. Mrs. Coleman, thank you so much.
Good night, Mr. Templar.
Good night.
Bye, Mr. Templar.
Have you an explanation for this, Mr. Templar?
I'm an art lover. Please don't. What do you know about this painting?
Only that it is my husband's property.
Well, that's doubtful.
Doubtful?
Would you look at that? It's the seal of the Krakow Museum. This is a genuine card.
Oh, that's
worth
impossible.
about $200,000.
You're mistaken. The picture is a good copy, nothing more.
That's your husband's story.
And what is your story, Mr. Templar?
When the Nazis invaded Poland in 1939, this picture was looted.
What are you suggesting?
Suggesting nothing. I'm merely wondering how it happens to be here.
I don't know. But I'm positive my husband bought the picture in good faith.
So did the Krakow Museum.
Take what men you need off shift. He's got to be found. You understand?
We'll find him. Don't worry.
I will. All right. Phone me the instant you get the news, huh?
A man, senor, very sick.
Where's the nearest doctor?
In the village, senor. Dr. Lopez.
This man is gravely ill, senor.
Can you do anything for him?
He needs an X-ray, blood transfusion. He must be hospitalized at once.
Where?
In the city. I will arrange admission if you can drive him there.
Of course.
My daughter is a trained nurse. She will go with you. I cannot. One of my patients at the village needs me desperately. Maria, phone the hospital.
Yes.
Where did you find him?
Oh, the road on the far side of the village, leading to the mine.
Then we put him in the car, senor, and the stranger drove him away.
You know where?
Oh, si, senor. Dr. Lopez.
Gracias. somebody in. We wait till somebody comes. We must know where they've taken Salter.
Hurry, senor. He is dying.
Dr. Lopez.
Mr. Karsh.
I understand one of our employees was brought to you tonight.
Oh, yes. He was very sick indeed. Internal injuries that I could not...
Yes, we're all very worried. Where is he?
I sent him to the hospital in the city.
Oh, thank you very much indeed. Mr. Coleman will be quite relieved.
Who is responsible for this?
For what?
This man has been beaten.
I just found him on the road.
He's trying to speak.
Excuse me. Go to where?
25.
25 where?
Avenida Pascal. Say that Coleman is...
May I help you, senor?
You've had an emergency admission tonight from Chosica,
Are you a relative?
his employer.
Oh, I'm very sorry, senor, but he died 10 minutes ago. Would you like to speak with Dr. Pinenda? Reception? She's resting quietly. Her condition is good. You're welcome.
If he's dead, what have we got to worry about?
I don't know. He may have talked. He may have... Hey! That man, Templar. He was at Coleman's tonight.
He was at Gonzalez Art Store this afternoon.
Then let's see where he's going now.
You'd better wait in the car.
All right, Mr. Templar. No heroics this time. Just the truth. What are you doing here?
Why, I heard this was the local hotspot.
Who told you that?
An employee of Henry Coleman.
Salter.
Where is he?
He's dead.
I found her outside in a car.
Well, now the gang's all here. Suppose we trade some information.
Just give me 1 minute.
We are not assassins, Mr. Templar. Neither are we kidnappers. We're Israeli government agents, and we're after Henry Coleman. Which, of course, is not his real name.
He's a Nazi. Always was and always will be.
What about Salter?
He was part of our organization. He kept us informed of Coleman's movements, which is how we knew it'd be in Gonzalez's shop. Unfortunately, you were there, too.
He got away from Germany in 1945. We managed to trace him to Lima about a year ago. Got away. What about the others?
They are dead.
Come on, let's get him out of here.
The wound is clean. It will heal.
Yeah, try a little brandy.
Did you see who they were?
No, but it's a safe bet they were Coleman's thugs.
Just shows how far he'll go to protect his secret.
What is his secret?
He was the notorious Hans Krolik, Hitler's deputy minister of mines. The Nazi barbarism was worse in Poland than anywhere else. And Krolik put 5,200 Polish Jews, most of the women and children, into a mine. Then he blew up the mine and buried them alive. He's a murderer, a madman, a butcher. And our job was to get him out of Peru alive, to stand trial. It looks as if we failed.
Well, if I can help it.
Please, open up.
Open up!
Then stay there. Call the minute you've more news. Right. Merkin is watching the police station.
And?
The girl's just been released. They're still holding Templar.
They've got to be kept quiet. I've got to protect myself.
And me.
Yes, yes, of course, and you. Look, drive down the village. Get the girl. She's probably on the 7 o'clock bus.
That's risky.
We've got a lot at stake.
Hans, listen.
Henry!
I'm sorry it slipped out, like the old days.
Forget the old days.
I will, I assure you.
If the people ever found out there was Hans Krolik, everything we built up during the past 20 years would go. who would be finished.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
I know I'm right. So be ruthless. You know how. You've done it before.
Yes, I have. And I can do it again.
Now look, whoever murdered the Israeli agents will be brought to justice. I don't need any advice from you. And what's more, I don't want you around. There's a plane to New York in 1 hour. You be on it.
You're making a reservation, isn't it?
Exactly.
What about Maria Lopez?
Released, on her way home.
And Nathan?
He will be deported when he's fit to travel.
Thank you, Captain, for your loyal cooperation.
Templar, I too hate her. Look, I am as interested in justice as you are.
Are you?
You can miss that plane this afternoon, but you'll be on the one tomorrow, eh?
Yes, Captain.
And then we were taken to the police station and questioned most of the night. Oh, Papa, it was terrible.
There, you are home now. There is nothing to be afraid of. Dr. Lopez? Oh, yes, Pedro. When? Badly? Do you know how to apply a tourniquet? Then do so at once. As soon as I can. Is 50 kilometers? I should make it in an hour. Pedro Sandino's son has had an accident with his arm. It is in a tractor.
You have to go out.
But, my dear child, he may lose the arm. But you are quite safe here. Just do not open the door to anyone. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Did it?
I couldn't take any chances.
She may be out for hours.
And we'll just have to wait.
Doctor, can we talk for a moment?
Yes, yes, of course. Come in. Maria, I'm back. She told me what happened. It all sounds very frightening.
Worse than frightening. This... What's the matter? What is it?
Chloroform. Maria! Maria! Maria!
Up and down.
Coleman has her, I'm sure of it.
Well, what will we do?
Call Captain Rodriguez in Lima. Tell him exactly what's happened.
And if he asks about you?
Say I have a big interest in a gold mine.
Hello. Hello, hello.
Come in, Mr. Templar. I've been expecting you.
Mrs. Coleman, I'm afraid I have some rather unpleasant things to say to you.
About Hans Kroleich.
You know?
I've suspected for some time that Henry had some sort of guilty secret. Just how unspeakable the secret is, I've only learned in the last 24 hours. I am married to a criminal and a murderer.
Do you know where he is now?
At the mine, presumably.
He's kidnapped a girl from the village. Mia Lopez, the doctor's daughter.
But why?
Because she knows what you know.
Are you saying he intends to?
Yes. Have you any idea where he may have taken her?
None. Unless the old number 1 shaft. It's been abandoned. It hasn't been worked for 15 years.
Will you take me there?
Yes. Wait. Here, you may need this.
Danger of what?
Cave-ins, gas.
Oh, you'd better wait here.
We're getting impatient, Maria.
That is all I know.
The agent who is still alive. Where is he?
The hospital in Lima.
And Templar.
Get out, Maria. Go on, hurry. Just follow the tracks down the tunnel. Well, you're about to take a trip, Hans Kroleich.
Listen
to Israel to stand trial.
We can come to some arrangement. Look, I'll give you $100,000, huh?
How'd you arrive at that figure?
What?
It's a $20 a head for the 5,200 Jews you buried alive in Poland.
It's wartime. Years ago, I was carrying out orders. Look, be reasonable, will you?
And be careful. Drop your gun.
Take him to the shaft, eh? Cash! Open the shaft.
Yes, sir.
$1,100 Mr. Templar. Straight down. Run,
Looks like you're going to make that trip after all.
Let him go. Get out.
Ingrid.
Stop.
But he'll get away. And the girl.
Hans Crowley.
Now look. Don't you start. Give me a cigar, eh?
Oh. I'll call the police.
Maybe it's not the way you wanted it. Nathan's mission is completed.